Hi everybody, welcome to Mobility Monday. My name is Bart Hawkinson, physical therapist at Therapeutic Associates, Northlake Physical Therapy. And today we're going to start talking about some ankle stability exercises that are really good, especially for getting into the hiking season and for running. So I'll show you a couple of my favorite ones here, talk a little bit about the anatomy and biomechanics of it, and we'll go from there. All right, so when we're hiking, when we're running, when we're walking on uneven ground, the important component there is that alignment, especially with the landing phase or the loading phase. So what that is as I'm taking a stride, either be it hiking or running, it's when the foot hits the ground, and it's that initial phase from where the foot first hits the ground to where I'm taking my body weight. So if I'm running, I'm landing on that foot. If I'm hiking, maybe I'm taking a step, but especially if you think about going down a hill, coming down onto that step, it's pretty similar biomechanically to running and has some of the same sets of problems when the biomechanics goes off the rails. So some of the key things that we see in the clinic is poor stability, such that when the foot hits the ground, the knee will either pitch inward, will kind of bend or rotate inward, or will kick forward. And too much of that forward or inward motion can create problems at the knee, at the ankle, and up the chain too. So there's a lot of good stuff out there about core and hip stability for that, which is a key thing. Today we're going to be focusing on the other side of the coin, which is the ankle stability. So there's some key muscles down in the ankle that help control that good stability when the foot hits the ground. So looking at the anatomy of the lower leg, two major muscle groups that help support the in and the out motion of the foot. Tibialis posterior runs down the inside of the leg down to the arch, and then you've got the peroneal group down on the outside, supports underneath the foot and attaches down under the first ray near the big toe. So I like to call those muscles the stirrup muscle group of the foot because they run down inside and outside, and they turn the foot in and out, but their main job is when the foot hits the ground, they prevent that roll in and out. So they help create some of that dynamic stability of the foot when we're moving through space. All right, so the first exercise to help maintain that stability, go after that stability, is in the clinic we affectionately refer to this as the pray for balance exercise. So I'm going to get up onto one leg here, and now I'm focused on good alignment, so knee right over. If I drop a plumb line down, that plumb line is going to hit my shoelaces. So kneecap is not going to be inward, excessively outward, or over, but directly above the shoelaces. My knee is not locked out, but it's soft, so just a very slight bend to it. And then the hip is soft, so a very slight athletic stance here. I'm on one leg. I'm going to bring my hands together into this prayer position. Now from here, I'm going to shift my weight forward and shift my weight back, trying to maintain that alignment as I do that. Shift forward, shift back. You'll feel all those muscles in the foot working. Now, if I really kind of focus in, if I'm paying attention to my body, I'm trying to maintain contact between 3 points of balance down the foot. So my heel, right underneath the ball of the foot, and then the lateral edge of my foot here. So those 3 points create a triangle of stability, and I'm not allowing all of my weight to get onto the outside or the inside. So here, my big toe is up. I'm not maintaining good stability. Here now I'm too far inward. So now I've got those 3 points of stability engaged. Knee is soft, hip is soft, hands together, pray for balance, and I can really feel all those muscles in my foot working. Second exercise here, we call the 1, 2, 3, 4 heel raise. So simple 4 parts to this. I'm going to go up on my toes, and again, I'm maintaining that contact point on the ball of my foot here. Now, maintaining ball of the foot on the ground, I'm going to slightly bend my knees, come back up, lower my heels. So 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. From the side, you can see as I come up and go into that knee bend, I'm making sure that my hips go back a little bit so that the knees don't kick aggressively over the feet. They'll come maybe a little bit forward over the toes, but not coming in front of the toes, as that can be hard on the knees. So I'm up, little bend, straighten back out, and down. All the while making sure that I keep my heels up high as I bend my knees. That's where the stability comes from. Once you've mastered this, once you're able to do about 3 rounds of 10 repetitions without too much difficulty, then we'll move into single leg. So here's where it's really much more functional, also quite a bit harder. Up, little bend, back up, and down. I don't want to be holding onto anything aggressively, but it's okay to support, to have fingertip pressure onto something for some stability. Great. And I'd build up to about 3 rounds of 10 repetitions with these. And the third exercise is, we call this a 3-way balance step. So again, I'm going to find that 3 points of stability on the bottom of my right foot here. I'm going to maintain a slight bend to the knee, slight bend to the hip, good athletic stance. You can find that position where the knee is directly over my shoelaces. And I'm going to do a 3-way step forward, side, back. You'll feel all those little foot muscles working for stability. Probably also feel some hip muscles working for stability. All right. Now, if you find that that's not too much of a challenge, or if you're doing that for a little while and you need to make it a little bit more of a challenge, we simply add something unstable under the foot. So here you can see that I'm going to use a small foam pad. At home you could use a small pillow or a rolled up towel, but just something that creates a little uneven surface underneath. That goes under the foot. Same exercise is repeated. Forward, side, back, maintaining that good knee alignment. And that just makes me work that much harder. All right, so today we talked about 3 of my favorite exercises for working ankle stability, for running, hiking, walking on even ground. These are maybe a little bit more high-level exercise. So they're ones that's a good idea to kind of ease into if you've never done them before, ease into gradually. Start with maybe 1 or 2 rounds of 5 to 8 repetitions. Make sure you're not getting too sore down into your ankle muscles. Good idea to build up to 3 rounds of 10. And I would do these a few times a week, not necessarily something you'd want to do every day. All right, key things for anatomy to take home is, again, everything is focused on where's your knee over your foot. So maintaining that good alignment of the kneecap should, if we drop a plumb line, it should go right down over the center of the foot, like right in the middle of the shoelaces. All right, everybody, enjoy running, enjoy hiking, and keep moving.